We're getting ready to get started in about a couple of minutes. Welcome, Mr. Bruce Davis. Welcome. It's Supercharge Your Business Week. I'm so excited. Thank you. It's all that creativity you're doing right there. Thank you, Brother Tony Minister. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. We're going to get started, guys, in a couple of minutes. So go ahead and grab pencil and paper or whatever you need, your iPad, your iPhone, whatever you need, because I'm going to give you some tips to help you develop the mental toughness you need in order to meet and overcome obstacles in your business, obstacles in your life. Because, baby, if you're striving to build a business, you're going to need mental toughness. You're going to need it. So we're going to get started in about a couple of minutes. I want to thank everybody for being here. My name is Jean Marlo Davis. I am your wealth creator, and I'm so excited to be here, guys. I had a great vacation, enjoyed my anniversary with my husband, and just came back, and we're running the next 90 days, just helping people to achieve their dreams, achieve their goals, and whatever it is. So we're going to get started in about 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes. Go ahead, grab that pen, grab that paper. And guess what? It's a little button down there, look like a little man, and it says invite friends. Go ahead right now, invite your friends, invite your groups, because I believe if they are really striving to build a business, that this broadcast today can really help them. Most importantly, it's going to help you. And I know what I'm going to share tonight, a lot of us have experienced it. So guys, listen, I believe it's going to be great. We're going to get started in about 1 more minute. I don't know what that is on the screen right there. It made it. Let me see. Hold on. So I'm going to invite some people. Go ahead and invite some people, guys. We're getting started in about 1 more minute. Let's invite some people. Why don't you? Okay. Getting started in 1 more minute. 1 more minute. And we're going to talk about mental toughness. Lord knows we have to develop it in whatever you're doing, whatever your goal is, whatever your dreams are. You got to develop mental toughness. So we're going to get started in about 30 seconds. We're going to get started. And thank you for being here. Make sure you like this video, share this video, and we really appreciate it. Give me 1 second. All right. All right. I want to welcome everybody. Let me make sure. I'm going to do a little check. See what I see on the screen over here. On my screen over here. And we'll go ahead and get started. Okay. Yes. Awesome. All right. Welcome to Supercharge Your Business Week. I am Jean Marlo Davis. I am your wealth creator, and I am so very grateful and thankful to be here tonight. Tonight, we're going to talk about mental toughness, why we need it. You know, when you're striving to build a business, darling, you need mental toughness, because there's going to be some things that happen in your business, happen in your life, distractions, failures, disappointments, letdowns, whatever is going to happen. And you have to develop mental toughness, because, baby, if you do not, you will quit your opportunity, your business, your dreams, your goals. You will quit if you do not develop mental toughness. Now, we were taught this years ago about mental toughness, and you got to have, be like a rhino. Is actually a book out there that's called Rhinoceros Success. It's a little red book. I was given that book years ago, and it talks about, the whole book is talking about mental toughness. So I thought to kick off Supercharge Your Business Week, to start off talking about mental toughness, because in order to supercharge your business and increase your profits, the first thing you got to be able to do, baby, is you got to have mental toughness, because there's going to be some things that's going to happen in your business that you may or may not have control over. And if you do not have mental toughness, you're out the game. And my son and I, one of my sons, we was having a conversation today, and he is a business builder, of course. And we were talking about why so many people fail in business and what is it that they're missing that gets them knocked out of business. And we were talking about, you got to have tough skin. And we was like, what is some of the things that you faced in business? We was talking about disappointments, marketing your business, not getting the clients you wanted beginning, not taking off as fast as you like. And a lot of people, when they don't reach a certain level at a certain time, they just quit. They bow out and they say, you know what, this is just not for me. It's not in the stars. I think God don't want me to do it, or whatever excuses. We could come up with excuses. We can. But the thing about it is, the person who wins is the person who refused to quit. It's the person that seek counsel. It's the person that continue to work on themselves, work on their personal development. It's the person that continue to learn every day, learn, do, and teach it. This is the person who refuse to lose. Regardless if they get knocked down, they get back up. And what helps with that, what I'm going to give you is, I'm going to give you 5 tips to help you develop your mental toughness. Now, just to share with you, for those who don't know me or may not have been on the planet a long time, my name is Jean Marlo Davis. I am an ex-IRS auditor. I have a tax and financial company that I share with my husband. Over 20 years experience in tax and finance. And now also we have included our coaching and our mentorship. We are the founders and CEO of TWC University, affectionately known as Tiffany's Wealth Creators. And most definitely, guys, Level Up Coaching. And God has really, really blessed us to really expand our brand. Like now we're into online. We have our online platform, like I said, with TWC University. We're doing our mentorship, our coaching, our workshops, our seminars. We're still doing our training. We're still doing tax consulting and things of that nature. And it's all about building your business. It's all about attracting the people that you need in your business, because when you're in business, if you don't have people, your business die. And so we all have dreams and goals. I would say, I believe that we all have dreams and goals. And one of the things, when you have dreams and goals, big dreams and goals, you break it down into daily activity that you need to take, that build up to monthly, that build up to, yearly, of where you want to be. Okay. So when we talk about today, we're talking about mental toughness. Mental toughness is required in order for you to be successful in business, because you're going to come across some things that you may not be comfortable with, that if you're not careful, it can knock you out the game. Let me give you an example. I would say maybe less than 2 years ago, I really didn't know anything about online marketing. I understood the power of YouTube. I had a YouTube channel from previous business. I still get clients from YouTube. I was building a business from YouTube, a home-based business from YouTube, that I would put videos up and I would get people. But I really didn't know about funnels. I didn't know about email marketing. I didn't know about tracking. I did not know about autoresponders. I did not know about a lot of stuff, and even how to build a funnel to be able to market and integrate it with the autoresponder. I didn't, all that sound like Spanish to me. I didn't know it. So I had to take training. I had to learn how to set the funnel up, how to integrate the autoresponder, how to market once I got the funnel live, how to market, how to get people to opt into my page, how to follow up with people, just systems that I had to learn. And I remember a couple of times my funnel wasn't live, or it wasn't recognizing the autoresponder. Just a lot of things was going on, and I would get frustrated and irritated and agitated, and I would get on the phone and talk to one of my friends that was also doing the same thing. And I was like, girl, I'm just tired of this. This is not my dish. I don't know nothing about this autoresponders and marketing online and things of that nature. And she was like, listen, go take a breather, walk away from it, and come back to it. And that's exactly what I did. And guys, listen, it was a lot that I had to learn. I went to countless workshops, still going, did countless webinars, still attending countless webinars to understand new things that I need to understand, integration, things that's changing, because things change all the time. Information you might have had 6 months ago may be irrelevant to right now. So you always got to be constantly conditioning yourself, educating yourself, and training yourself, and quick thinking right down to modern day times. So when I first started off, I was frustrated, I was irritated, I was agitated, because it was something that I was not familiar with. Because guess what? I'm an ex-IRS auditor. I deal with taxes, I deal with finance, I deal with investing, I deal with education. I didn't deal with the online marketing side. I didn't deal with Google AdWords. I didn't deal with none of that stuff. So when it was time for me to incorporate that, to build our online market, it was frustrating. But one thing that has been important to me, and hopefully this video, what's up, Juanita? Thank you for joining us. Hopefully this video will add value to you. Anytime we come on, it's about information and inspiration to go out here and impact the nation. We want to make sure that your business grows, because we need your business. Everybody out here, they are selling something, and trust me, whether you have a business or not, you are selling something and somebody is buying. You understand? And you want to make sure that they're buying your product, your service, and you want to make sure you have something of value to offer. But a lot of times when you don't know how to market the business or how to attract the client that you're looking for, you can almost put yourself out of business. So what we want to talk about, I'm going to dive right into it. I was doing this study, and I was researching because I wanted to just get the top 5 tips to help you develop mental toughness. That's what I really wanted to focus on. And there's so many tips out there, but what I picked tonight, I think that will really, really help you. And just watch this video over and over again, and you can research this yourself. But the first thing to help you to develop emotional stability, guys, for who just joined us, this is Supercharge Your Business Week. I am Jean Marlo Davis, your wealth creator. And this is in lieu of our Supercharge Your Business and Increase Your Profits boot camp that's happening in Puerto Rico in July. I will give you all those details before this broadcast ends. So number 1, emotional stability. Leadership often requires that you make good decisions under pressure. Okay, you have to manage your failures and expectations and deliver the same level of performance regardless of what you are feeling. Emotional stability. Emotional stability is you got to have, like I said, manage your expectations. You have to manage your expectations because, guys, a lot of times it may not happen as you think it's going to happen. We all get excited. We create a product. We maybe create a webinar. We may create something. And then, of course, it may not happen the way that you want it to happen. And then basically, wanted to make sure. Basically, when it doesn't happen the way you want it to happen, you can get all emotional about it. And and just say, you know what, start speaking all negative against what it is that you're striving to work on. A breakthrough could be happening, but because you're speaking negative, you're tearing down the thing that you're striving to build. That's why emotional stability is key, regardless of what it looked like. In your mind, you got to create a condition in your mind to know that it is working, it is growing, it is building. And regardless if you have something, let me tell you something that really tripped me out. I love watching Beyonce's level of performance, level of expertise, level of dedication. I know you probably seen it, guys, watching it, that she was singing on stage and she was next to the fan and her hair got caught up in the fan. Now, most of us would have freaked out, but she's still sitting up there singing and the hair's in the fan and her staff come and they get it out and she's performing regardless. She's still performing whatever it looked like. I've seen Alicia Keys pregnant, playing on the piano, somehow slip off the seat, get back up and still playing regardless. Emotional stability. Sometimes we can have something so simple to happen in our business. Maybe you did not attract that client. Maybe that client said he was going to do something, they didn't do it. Maybe you've been promoting, doing Facebook lives, Instagram lives, sending out newsletters, whatever you might, doing blogs or vlogs or whatever you're doing, and you still not seeing the customer that you would like to attract, and you're just having a fit. Guys, emotional stability, make good decisions under pressure. You have to manage your failures and expectations and deliver the same level of performance, regardless of what you're feeling. There's been times I have not wanted to do it, It's been times when I have had a bad day and I'm getting ready to go on stage and I have to do this seminar, this workshop, this boot camp, because these people have paid and they expect me to come out with the high energy, the impact that we bring. They expect me to come out. They don't want to hear that, I'm not having a good day or something did not happen the way I want to. They're not expecting to hear that. They're expecting to get their money worth. And that's what we do. We deliver time and time again. And that's the reason why you keep coming. That's just it. Because we understand, regardless of what's going on backstage, we're going to deliver straight quality and the content that you're looking for and the professionalism that you expect us to bring. We're going to bring it. And that's what separates the greats from those who are doing not so great. Emotional stability. We're talking about 5 tips to help you deliver your mental toughness. Welcome, Tony. Welcome, Juanita. Welcome, Karen. What's up, cuz? Welcome, Suzette. Welcome, everybody that's watching. We're talking about 5 tips to help you to develop your mental toughness. It's Supercharge Your Business Week. I am Jean Marlo Davis. Thank you for being here. So number 1, emotional stability. Number 2, patience. That's a bad word right there. Patience. Who has patience? That's something right there that a lot of people do not have. Let's talk about it. Don't expect results immediately or rush things to fruition before their time. Anything worthwhile takes hard work and endurance. View everything as a work in progress. That's one of the first things I believe with having mental toughness is understanding that time is on my side. If I continue to keep doing the right things, the right activity at the right time, consulting with the right people, guys, guess what? In time, I'm going to achieve the goals. I'm going to achieve the dreams. I'm going to get exactly what I'm looking for. But it takes time. And I talk to myself. I have to talk to myself. And I talk because you have to. But when you're talking to yourself, what are you saying? Because when I talk to myself, I say, Jean, with God, I can do all things. with God, all things are possible. Jean, you got this, girl. It's happening right now. And that's just start speaking positive affirmations into my life. And I just asked myself, like today, I was listening to A.L. Williams. I think it's called Just Do It. And I shared it with some of the people that I have coached and mentored. Say, hey, listen, you might have seen this before, but go back and watch it, because all you could do is all you could do, but all you could do is enough. And you got to just keep doing it and doing it and doing it until the job get done. So when I start feeling a certain way, or I feel like, it may not be happening as fast as I like it to happen. And I know that's why it make it so great that I can talk about it, and I can mentor, and I can coach, and I can give people real information, not fluff and puff, but I can give them solutions, because I've been there. And I share with them in those tough times, because it can become tough when you want something, you want it right now. A lot of people, they're not willing to have that stickability. They're not willing to go through the fire. They're not willing to change. They're not willing to grow. They want it to happen right now. Baby, there's some things that's got to happen in time, and you got to be patient. Now, one thing I want to say with being patient, make sure you're doing the activity. Make sure you're doing what's necessary in order to grow your business, because it is going to take, listen, it's going to take time. It's going to take time. It's just like, have you ever seen people who do these crash diets? And when they do the crash diet, or they do some kind of crazy diet, and they lose weight, 30, 40 pounds in a matter of a month, and you start seeing they have all this saggy skin and all this stuff because they lost weight too fast. And a lot of times they put it right back on because they did not develop the activity that they needed. They did not develop what they need in order to really keep that weight off. The steps, the nutrition, the exercise, the water, the necessary things they need to learn. They did not develop. They just did it overnight. And a lot of times when people get things overnight, they do not keep it. That's just the truth. So it's the journey that you got to understand. We're talking about developing mental toughness. Patience is the key. You got to be patient. You got to surround yourself around people that can sow into your life. Listen to personal development. I look up because my TV is above me, and I just had it on loop of personal development today. When I feel down, or I don't want to necessarily say down, because I don't really get down like that anymore. I used to, but that spirit of anxiousness can come upon you, being anxious. And God said, be anxious for nothing. That spirit of anxiousness can come upon you. What do you do when that spirit come upon you? I have to go pray that spirit off. I have to get into my attitude of gratitude and know that, guess what? It is happening exactly what I'm asking for, believing for, working for. It's happening, and it's going to happen in time. In time, you will get to where you want to be. You just got to be patient. Okay, number 3, control. Avoid giving your power to others. You are in control of your actions and emotions. Your strength is in your ability to manage the way you respond to what is happening to you. Listen, control. Talking about controlling what? The emotions, not giving your power. We're talking about developing mental toughness. Let me give you an example. I had somebody who called me, and this was hilarious. They called me and they were going off. They said, Jean, you put the wrong bank account on for my refund. I did their taxes. Been doing their taxes for years. You put the wrong bank account for my refund. I looked at the printout and it's the wrong. And Jean, they just going off, right? Now I could have went back off, but I said, let me log into your account. I logged into their account and I went and where's my refund? Clicked on it, looked at it, and I screen print and I sent to them. I said, what you need to understand is this. This is a bank product that's going to take your money and deposit it in this account. Is your account? And I ran the number down. They said, yes. I said, that's where the money is going. What you're looking at the wrong thing. Your money is going into this account. And sure enough, the person contacted me a few days later and said, Jean, I apologize. I should have known better. I was just going through some things. And so, I just jumped the gun. You've been doing my taxes for years. I don't know why I would think that you would make that mistake. And, I could have at the time acted a fool. I could have just went off like, what the heck? No, but I said, I'm in control of this. I know that this is correct. I know what I've done is correct. I know right now what this person is going through. It has nothing to do with me. It has to do with them. A lot of times people will project what they're going through on you, and you have to develop that mental toughness in business. You have to understand that this has nothing to do with me. And when I went in and I looked at the account, I saw everything was correct. I screen printed, sent it to her. She realized, I done said a bunch of craziness and, I'm wrong. And she had to apologize. She was big enough to apologize, but I was in control. Remember that you have to understand that 10% is the problem. 90% is the way you respond to it. Write that down. 10% is the problem. 90% is the way you respond to it. You can, put gas to fire and that thing just blow the heck up. Or you can decide, you know what? No, I'm going to put a little water on this. We're going to simmer this thing down. We're going to bring it back down and we're going to solve the problem. We're talking about developing mental toughness. 5 tips to help you develop mental toughness. We're dealing with the first day of Supercharge Your Business Week in lieu of Supercharge Your Business in Puerto Rico. Welcome, Sister Adila. Thank you for being here. Charles, thank you for being here. Everybody for being here. We really, really appreciate it. And if you want to leave your comment, make sure you like this video, share this video, and leave a comment below. So that was number 3. Avoid giving your power to others. You are in control of your actions and your emotions. Or are you? You got to be in control. Your strength is in your ability to manage the way you respond to what's happening to you. I think another thing before I go on to number 4 is you got to customer service the situation. You almost got to be like a psychiatrist sometimes when it comes to business. You got to listen to what the person is saying, remove yourself from the situation, and then assess it so you could come back in and say, hey, listen, this is what I see. I do apologize for what you would have felt or what have you, but this is the actual truth. This is what I'm going through. This is what I see. That whatever the solution is, make sure that you don't lose control. Stay in control. Rise above emotion, right? To the thinking of God. You're in control. Develop that mental toughness. Number 4, acceptance. Don't complain about the things you have no control over. Hello? Don't complain about the things you have no control over. Recognize the one thing you can always control is your own response and attitude. Some things you're just not going to be able to control. Some things you're just going to say, you know what? All things are working together for the good. That's just how I look at it. Let me give you another example. I have a ad campaign going on right now with Google, and my ads always go out. I have a problem with it. But I noticed that when I looked at the ad, it was not performing. I'm like, what is going on? So the ad, I was hoping for it to run this past weekend. It did not run. And then I'm like, okay, what is going on? So what I did was I was getting upset a little bit. I said, Jean, you had absolutely no control over that. But what you do have control over, you can pick up this phone, contact Google, find out what's going on and why is your ad not performing? Did they approve it? Is it not approved? Because I never got an email saying that your ad's been rejected or anything of that nature. But I got an email saying your ad may be ending at this time. So I'm just like, okay, the ad hasn't even begun yet. So what are they talking about? So I contact Google today and they told me, they said, well, on the weekend, customer service is not there. So even though you do your ad, we will probably not be able to approve it till we come in on Monday or what have you. And so I was like, oh, so they say, if you know that you want your ad to run on the weekend if you can just put your ad in on Wednesday, because it takes 24 to 48 hours for them to approve it. They said we'll probably been unapproved it by Friday and it'd be running that weekend. So they said, now let me check your ad. They checked the ad. They said everything looks good and we just approve it. So you should be getting traction. So I had no control over that situation, but now I got knowledge, and knowledge is power. And so I said, okay, I got to recognize the things that I can control, and what I can't control, you know what? I got to arrest those emotions and put my energy into the things that I can control. And that's what you got to do to have mental toughness. You can't control everything. Some things are going to happen. Some things going to have technical difficulties. You just got to roll with the punches, and you got to say, what am I in control of? What can I do right now that I have absolute power and control over? And I do have control over my emotions, my fears, my doubts, my insecurities. I have control over that. I have control over whatever work I can do. What can I do at the present time? There's been times where, you know, even doing a seminar that I might have had a guest speaker, and the guest speaker got caught up in traffic. Now, mind you, I had already told the guest speaker that please be there an hour ahead of your time of speaking, but for whatever reason, they did not, and they was an hour behind. So what we had to come up with something creative to keep, because people paid their money, we had to come up with something creative, and they did not miss a beat. They was excited. They were still motivated. Guys, you got to be able to roll with the punches. Acceptance is number 4. Know the things that you can change and what you can't change. Understand the difference. I'm going to work on what I can, and what I can't, you know what? I'm going to give it to God, and I'm going to keep on moving, because I got to develop that mental toughness. In business, baby, you have to have mental toughness. It is no joke out here. Building a business is not for everyone. And I'm just going to be honest before I move on to the last point. Yeah. Now, that's a good point before I move on to this last point and wrap this up. Business is not for everyone. Only the strong will survive. That's just it. That's no, just rhetorical, answer or statement or whatever. That's the God's honest truth, because it takes mental toughness. And then on top of it, as my son and I was discussing today, building a business, guys, you're going to do the same thing, boring thing over and over and over again. Now, when I'm on stage training and teaching, that's not boring. It's exciting. I get jacked up. I'm feeding off the energy of the crowd. We're having a great time. I'm enjoying myself. When I'm on the phone and I'm mentoring, or when I'm doing a webinar and I'm mentoring, or I'm having a one-on-one session, or whatever the case may be, that's exciting. I love it. I love creating the programs. That's all me. That's all day. But baby, when it comes time to marketing, the daily activity you got to do every day, the marketing you got to do every day, the follow-ups you got to do every day, the same thing every day that you got to do every day in order to grow your business behind the scenes. See, a lot of people, when you're on the stage, you're seeing the glory. You're not seeing the story. You're not seeing what's going on behind the stage. And if you could see what's going on behind the stage, it looks like Speedy Gonzalez. Everything's going on. And you got to be able to say, okay, what am I in control of? What am I not in control of? What I need to be doing on the day. That's why I have to have this, man. I have to have my calendar. If it's not in my calendar, it does not exist. And I tell people all the time, some people will call me and be like, hey, look, can we get together? Hey, I want to schedule a time to see if you can go ahead and do a screening. Because I want you to coach me. And I have to say, listen, I'm not in the office. Let me call you back when I get in the office so I can look at my calendar, or I'm at a meeting, whatever, because I'm not going to jump out there and start saying, hey, look, I'm available here and there. And then I have somebody else scheduled there. That's just not handling your business the right way. So I'm so very grateful and thankful to have a calendar. You need a calendar. You need to be able to see. I use the Google Calendar, but I'm touchy-feely. I like to be able to see what I'm doing every day on a daily basis, minute by minute if I can, of what I got going on. So we're talking about control. We talked about emotional stability. We talked about patience. We talked about acceptance. And last but not least, as we wrap up, 5 tips to help you develop your mental toughness. We're talking about endurance in the face of failure. Okay? View failure as an opportunity to grow and improve, not a reason to give up. Okay? Be willing to keep trying until you get it right. I will until. Regard, there's no such thing as failure. There's no such thing as stopping. There's no such thing as quitting. I'm going to have to change. I'm going to have to adapt to change. I'm going to have to be willing to change. I'm going to have to be willing to learn. I'm going to have to be willing to implement. I'm going to have to be willing to stay up late if I have to, get up early if I have to. I'm going to have to set aside time to get training for those who have already done it. I'm going to have to be willing to be humble, teachable, and coachable, and have the mindset that I'm going to implement from people who have already done it. You understand what I'm saying? Because failure, people say failure is not an option. Baby, you're going to fail. Success is nothing but failure turned backwards. When you talk to most successful people, those are the people who have failed the most, but they got up. They say, you know what? I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep on going regardless of how long it takes. Failure, as it said, is nothing but an opportunity to grow and improve. Be a scientist. I say this all the time. Be a scientist. Look at what you're doing. Look at your hypothesis. What is your educated guess? I believe if I do this, this, and this, I'm going to yield this result. And now let's go into the steps and see if it works. If it does not work, I got to be willing to go back to the drawing board. And I got to be willing to put my hand out there and say, help, I need help. But get help from the right people. Guys, anything that you want today is at the tip of your fingertip. It is. You can just Google it. You can go on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, and you can get the help that you need in order to grow your business. It's not like before. We're not going to the library and picking up the encyclopedia. Some of y'all don't even know what the encyclopedia is. Britannica, Encyclopedia Britannica, whatever. You're not picking it up. Now you got good old Google that you can search, and you got so many different things out there, and so many people out here that's coming, bringing value that you can, analyze, and you can look and see, is this for me? And that's what I get so excited about. What I strive to do in business, guys, is be around positive people that inspire me, encourage me, and give me the tips, give me the value that I need in order to grow my business. And in turn, my goal is to inspire, encourage, coach, and give value to people to help them to grow their business and to grow their brand. When we made 6 figures in 4 months, most people be like, oh, wow, 6 figures in 4 months. How did you do that? And when we say, okay, well, I'm going to show you. Now, what's going to blow your mind, you're going to think it's some hard thing that we did. It's not hard. What's hard is being consistent. What's hard is doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over so you can get a result. And most people are not willing to do it over and over and over again. Most people don't know their averages because they don't do enough to create an average. If it doesn't look like it's working, they're ready to quit. If it doesn't look like it's growing, they're ready to quit. Instead of saying, okay, let me go back to the drawing board. Let me look at what did I do when I did this. What result did it get? Okay, it didn't get a result. Okay, what keywords am I using? Okay, what time am I sending my marketing out? What time am I sending my newsletter out? There's a science to everything in business, guys. It is a science. I'm telling you. And if you Google, when is the best time to send out newsletters? When is the best time to do this? It's going to answer out there for you. So You have to have a system in place, but you have to have mental toughness. You have to have mental toughness. The 5 tips that I gave you was emotional stability. Okay. Understand you got to make good decisions under pressure. You have to manage your failures and expectations and deliver the same level of performance regardless of what you're feeling. Patience. Don't expect results immediately or rush things to fruition before their time. Anything worthwhile takes hard work and endurance. Control. Avoid giving your power to others. You are in control of your actions and emotions. Your strength is in your ability to manage the way you respond to what is happening to you. Acceptance is number 4. Don't complain about the things you have no control over. Recognize the one thing you can always control is your own response and attitude. 10% is the problem, 90% is how you handle it. And number 5 was endurance in the face of failure. View failure as an opportunity to grow and improve, not a reason to give up. Be willing to keep trying until you get it right. Guys, that is the 5 tips to help you develop mental toughness. Let me tell you, in business, it is not always easy. What's easy to do is easy also not to do. I know you guys have heard that before, but the thing about it, guys, is this. As I wrap up this video, the thing about it is you just got to be willing to do what it takes. It's not easy out here in this business world. Anybody that tell you business is easy, they're lying. Most people, they're always looking for a quick fix. How can I get there quick? How can it's got to be a better way. Yes, there's always a better way to do anything, but you're going to have to go through the fire. You're going to have to go through the fire, and you're going to have to be purified. When I look at business men and women, and they're out there absolutely winning, and I can look to my left, look to my right, and see extraordinary men and women out there just kicking butt, I know they've been through the fire. I know that they're doing the same boring thing over and over and over again, and they make it look flawless. And if you would sit down with someone like myself, my husband, or any other business owner that you know, and ask them what they do on a daily basis, you would say, oh my God, my son and I talked about 4 or 5 things that most wealthy people do before 8 o'clock in the morning, that most people are not willing to do. They're not willing to do it. And so therefore, they're not going to have the success that these others have. But what you have to understand is you have to develop a strong mental toughness. You can't allow people to ruffle your feathers. You can't allow yourself to come, just be other than yourself. Something happened in your life. Everybody don't need to see your downfall on social media. You don't have to have a nervous breakdown on social media and mess up your brand. Some people don't think about that. They have a bad day, or something happened in their life, or relationships don't work out, or business partners didn't work out. You don't have to come on Facebook and mess your business up. You don't have to go on Instagram, mess your business up. So many people are caught up in this, I'm keeping it real, and they keeping themselves broke, or they don't realize that they're in a steady decline because of all the things they're trying to do to keep it real. Just be yourself. Be your authentic self. Believe in yourself. Trust yourself. If things are not working the way you want it to work, seek counsel. There's nothing wrong with acknowledging that you need help. Look, I'm learning every day. There's webinars going on all the time that I jump onto, that I might pay $100 here, $150 here, go out of town and pay $1,000 for this 2-day conference. Went to, what's the other place? Florida for a conference and paid thousands for that. Bruce and I, and with no discount because you was a couple either, but we understood that it is necessary in order to grow our business and take our business to the next level. If you want to supercharge your business and increase your profits, guys, You got to be willing to learn, willing to change, and you got to manage your expectations as well as your failures. You got to make sure that you understand that there's going to be some things that you are not in control of, but focus on the things that you are. And as Art Williams said, all you can do is all you can do, but all you can do is enough. You have to ask yourself, are you doing all you can do? And I guarantee you, if we do the survey, we sit down with you, we evaluate your day, I guarantee you the answer is no. None of us is doing all we can do. None of us is. And so with understanding that, we got to start implementing the things that we truly want. Now, if you say you want to supercharge your business, you want to grow your business, one thing you got to do is you got to be honest. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. If you're not willing to learn, you're not willing to change, you're not willing to grow, you're not willing to implement things, strategies that's going to help you, just be honest with yourself and just say, business is not for me, and maybe go back to school and get a different trade or business. That's what I would definitely say. But don't fool yourself and think that you can stay the same person year after year and expect a change. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. The beautiful thing about life is change. To be working on yourself every day and developing that mental toughness, personal development. Start listening to some personal development, The Magic of Believing, The Strangest Secret. I mentioned Art Williams. I was listening, Just Do It speech. Go look that up. I've been listening to that all day. On my Audible, I have The Science of Getting Rich. I'm listening to that. I've been stuck on chapter 6 and 7. I just keep looping it, and I'm just working on myself. I'm getting ready to take a training in just a little bit, a 30-minute training on, marketing, some other strategies that I want to implement and bring to our Supercharge Your Business Bootcamp. I want to always make sure that I'm always giving you current information that can help you to grow your business, to grow your brand, to grow your mind. Okay. So I just want to say thank you guys. Listen, as I wrap this up, I want to just make the announcement that our Supercharge Your Business and Increase Your Profit Bootcamp is going down in Puerto Rico. I am so excited. We have a beach house with 21 rooms, guys, and I'm just so excited. It's going down. I think it's July the 19th through the 21st. We have some single rooms available. A lot of married couples have took up some rooms, and so we do have some single rooms for single guys, single ladies. Hey, you want to meet some powerful brothers, you want to meet some powerful sisters, you need to go ahead and get you one of those rooms. After the conference, we got the beautiful beach. We're going to do some fun things in Puerto Rico, but we're going to supercharge our business and increase our profits. Guys, listen, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and secure your room right now, and you want to pay for your conference. It's all inclusive. Go to www.twceliteMMevents.com. Again, twceliteMMevents.com. It's right here in the subject. When you go to the subject and you see where I put the title of this conference and everything, it's definitely in the notes there. Or better yet, if you don't see it, just say, Jean, I need more info about the boot camp, and we'll make sure we send a link to you directly. Guys, my name is Jean Marlo Davis. I just want you to be successful. I want you to know that you can do anything. We are here to help you win in the skin that you're in. And it's just a pleasure to be able to come to you this evening and let you know that you're not the only one feeling the way you're feeling. You're not the only one that's striving to build your business. You're not the only one that's striving to attract the right clients, the people who are willing to pay you what you are worth. You're not the only one. What I want to tell you, though, have a strong mental toughness. Don't allow anyone to get you all riled up. Don't allow anyone to take you off focus, including yourself. Feed yourself positive information and inspiration, because we got to go out here and impact the nation. My name is Jean Marlo Davis. I am your wealth creator. and you are a wealth creator too. Welcome to Supercharge Your Business Week. By God's grace and mercy, tomorrow evening, same time, same channel, I will be back to bring you day 2 of Supercharge Your Business and Increase Your Profit Week. That is in lieu of us for July. You still got plenty of time. You still got plenty of time. And right now, there's some cheap flights going on to Puerto Rico. So you still got plenty of time to come to the beach house and chill with me and Bruce and the other participants and Supercharge Your Business. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. God bless. Develop the mental toughness because we need you. Take care. God bless. And welcome to Supercharge Your Business.